Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
Good morning. We is here. We is here. What up, Rob? Weekend vibes. Weekend moves on. Predator in the house. Marcine. Myth. What up? Timbo. Alexi. XTPS. Good morning. Robert. Tucson Kid. Good morning. Let's see what we got over here. Copy trader looking right. 185, 185. Okay. We're good. Pharaoh trader in the house. Punisher, good morning. What's today's trading plans? Hints from Tom Sabo? I don't know. Clarity, good morning, Punisher. Let me look. What do we do overnight? Let me see. What do we do overnight? What do we do? What'd we do? Yeah. We got a little London low action down there. We have the high over here. Oh, you know what I did not mark out already? Let's mark these out. So that's obviously a gap, but where's the open at here? 719.50. So that's the open price. And what we want to do is we want to find the previous day close price. 835. Previous day close, mark it out. Now these prices right here got ruined yesterday afternoon. Unfortunately, we did not get those intraday, which looks like it would have failed anyway, but I think there was some kind of news or something yesterday afternoon. But what I like to do is, what up Texie, Tony in the house? What I like to do is measure. Wait, what happened to the open price? Did I delete it? Maybe I did. I swear I put that there and I put open. Did I delete that? I may have. Anyways, point being, we're going to measure the midway point. We're going to measure the midway point here. And I haven't really been marking this out, but since the gap is so big today, we're going to look for a reaction kind of at the half gap if we can get there. That should tell you there that I'm kind of bullish on the day. Not that we can't push a little bit lower here, but I have the feeling that if we get a nice push up here before 10 a.m., get up into that 720, 730 range, we'll see. But I mean, not saying that we can't come down here and clean some of this up down here, but We could. But ultimately, I'm going to be looking for some sort of sweep lower to kind of go higher. We'll show you guys what we did overnight. We got our small base hit. We might still look for one more trade opportunity, maybe one more for the day. So we're down on the week after this trade about $10. Down about $10 on the week. $9, I think, to be exact. These trade day accounts down here are actually up $293 on the week. So those are green. Yeah, the rest of the accounts are red, about $9, $10, somewhere in there. Effectively break even. Good morning, Dean. Full port shorted open? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wait for the gap fill to the upside. No one in Q will do the opposite. Yeah, Rob, that's kind of the thing. Like, here. I mean, like, who really knows, right? Who knows? I mean, could we come down and sweep these levels? Like, we're going to have to see how we react kind of like to here. I wouldn't mind a sweep down here first and then go. If we don't react there, then 455 could be on deck. We're going to take our opening range trade today. We're going to go a little bigger in size today on this opening range trade. It's 30 points. So your stop loss, I mean, it's only 60 ticks, right? And our take profit is going to be 120 ticks. But I'm going to go 5 micros, 10 micros, effectively a mini at open, risking $300. We'll be risking $300 for $600 in both directions. We'll see what happens. Now, I like I like to move to the downside at open. I'm going to show you why right quick. Excuse me. What do we got right here? I mean, you have a really obvious trend line. 3-4 touches on it. So to me, the quick push lower at open kind of makes sense. Zoom here. 7 minis or 10. Yeah, that's what we need to go, right? Ugh. Let's see. If you guys didn't know, today is Nutty's birthday. So jump on social media somewhere, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is. Give the guy a happy birthday. I sent him a happy birthday this morning. Good old Nutty. Like or hate the way he trades, he's a super nice guy, and I like Nutty. 17 silver minis. Yeah, Design, I see what you've been doing. I see what you've been doing to Nutty over there with the silver call-outs. So, we see what you've been doing over there, giving the man FOMO. Trying to get him to full port on the silver. We only need about $800 or so to pass this account. So if we can win both sides of this trade here, if we get a nice runner going, you know. He's been smoking the silver pipe. Yeah, I see. The silver pipe has been toked on. So I'm going to be taking the 15-minute opening range play. So basically, we got the little 15-minute range marked out here. If you don't know how we play this, I'll tell you guys right quick. I mean, basically, if we open up below it, I'm just going to look for price to kind of pop back into it, kind of like it did here. And then I'll take the short. If we open inside it, then I'm just going to limit order at the low or the high, and whichever way it breaks first, I'll take. And then on the second side, on the 1-minute chart, let's say that we break down, we sweep those levels, and then we push back up and we close outside of the top of the range. On the 1 minute, I'll take the long there with the stop at half gap. So that's the idea there. Stops at half gap, so about 15 points. I prefer us to kind of open up inside this range. It makes it simpler, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Playing in the same 15-minute range as yesterday. We are. $25 a tick is insane. Thank you, Convergence. Oh. Yeah, 15. That is insane. That's crazy. Yeah, 2 lucid with the codes. 1 pass, 1's in the wind. Ah, let's go. You the man. You the man. All right, let's see here. Good day to buy dips. I think so too. Good morning, Batsky. You want to get your money and get off today? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll kind of see what happens today. Like I said, I mean, if I get an opportunity to take another funded trade, we'll take it even though we're up 40 bucks. Look for a little bit of an opportunity. You know, kind of go from there. Otherwise, we'll stick to this one eval. See if we can't pass it. Again, I'm going to go a little bigger on the opening trade today. We could end up down $500 or $600 if both sides lose, but we could also end up. What up, Pine Tree? 3 Bull Nuts Masters with none above the buffer, but I have another eval pass, so wait to clear the buffer and or blow the account. Yeah, so effectively it just sits there dormant. You're not charged for it. You don't get rebilled. None of that. You don't pay the activation fee until one of the accounts get above 2,600. Then Buell and Ox will automatically send you an invoice. Or if you blow one of the accounts, Buell and Ox will automatically send you an invoice. They won't send the invoice until it's available to be activated. Pine Tree's in the house over here. I wonder what he's doing. I bet he's got his moose hat on, and he's standing out on the back porch, staring at the snow with some coffee in his hand, some Joe in his hand. Yeah, that's what he's doing. A Christmas mirror. He's over there. He's making yellow snow cones. Let's hope not. Pine, you like yellow snow cones? I mean, this thing does not look like it's going to want to even bounce back up into this zone. We'll see. Let me go ahead and do this. Oh my goodness. It's just going to go without us. You're in there, Pharaoh? Moose hat standing in the snow, no pants, drinking lemon ginger tea. I like it. Let's go. Penny loafers and black socks. So basically what he's saying, he's out there ass naked. He didn't even bother to put on any undergarments. He's just the weenie. He's out there with he's got his weenie out. That's how my 3-year-old likes to do it. 2-year-old. He likes to run around with his weenie out. So what I'm going to look for here at open, what I hope I get, push back up into this level and then break back out the bottom. Run down here, and then we could look for the long. That's kind of what I'm thinking at open. I don't know if we get it. We've got a minute and 15 seconds. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Good morning, son of Wall Street. Mick Sun, if you will. Good morning. We'll show you guys how we do when we play poker over here. See, we took down the win last night with 6-7. We had 6-7. We took down the win. A little bit of luck. Alright, this thing's looks like it's just gonna smoke lower here at open. But I wouldn't be shocked with a rip higher. We'll see. Good morning, France. We need Tom with his micro. We do. His micro, one micro, you got to be specific. We're not talking about the micro peen. We're talking about one micro trade. We need a bounce at open. I mean, it probably just rips down, but you know, what can you do? Nothing you can do there. Nothing you can do there. Kind of cleaned out that liquidity now. I don't love it. iTrade's in the house. Let's see what Mancini says. Don't overtrade. Blah, blah, blah. Dip below 84. All right. Chopped up this morning, Matty Matt. That sucks. Hey, but if you got profit, it's all that matters. No Santa rally, Marcin. You never know. It's never too late. Testing a new with a trailing stop. Yeah. It kind of sucks there that we just missed out on that 15-minute opening range. It just happened before the market opened, and I'm not keen on taking it before the market opens there. So let's see here. Support down there is 84 on the ES. Theoretically speaking, we could long here. If could get long here. I'm not going to take it with 5 micros. But I could take a long here. Up 500, let's go. The ES closes back above 96 here. I'm going to long. All right, ES is going to close above here. Do I take it on the ES? I'm going to take it on the ES. All right, we're taking it on the ES here. I'm long 3 micros. And really the stop is just going to be kind of down here, the 90 level. And we'll go, we'll take 1 off at the 05 level and 1 off at the 10. And then we'll see what happens. 3 micros here. This is a Mancini setup. You can see overnight I wrote out test and recover 96. Doesn't mean it has to actually hit this. It just needs to test that area. Good morning, Eric. Dun, 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 dun. So we'll see how she does. This is from the newsletter. This is not something you're going to see in a tweet. Got to be patient here on these plays. Really do. Got to be patient. 6,900 might be a reclaim. Yeah. It's kind of where the VWAP is there as well. 6,901. Still going to take the trade over here as well if we get it. Come on in, Q. Do it for the stream. For the stream. He also says only go up. Yeah, he does say that. He only takes longs, Design. You would love him. You and him would get along. He only takes longs. Only longs, no shorts. You guys think alike. Only goes up. Kind of a mild open. Pretty mild there, like 60 points. Shorts are the best way to blow an account. That's true. Who doesn't take shorts? Adam Mancini. Only longs. Only longs. We are early in the day here. We do have a potential 2-minute short setup, but man, that thing has got a wide stop. Still didn't hit the 21 EMA there. Again, I'm trading these levels mechanically over here. This is on an eval. No concern whatsoever. If it stops me out, who cares? Who cares, right? Ugh. Gap fill 69.12. Makes sense. The delta is heavy downturn. See if we can get some move here. So get a little move, a little push. Morning, Tris. We can pop the VWAP here. We should be able to go. There's the Nasdaq tapping into that 21 EMA. See how it reacts here. Let's see if we can get through there. I mean, we ran that trend line liquidity to the downside, so my anticipation is we move higher, but who knows. Nice little soup play right there if you longed off the 532. I was just sitting here thinking, like, what the hell is that 619 level that I put there? I forgot it was half. The tick Q is holding above the O line, 0 line, so the internals are still holding bullish. Yeah. Little delta divergence. Let's go. Yes, holding up there at the VWAP there. This next little shove higher here, if it does it, should kind of start to pop us. And we'll need to kind of slide this over a little bit because I might get an opportunity over here for a long. I'm going to switch this over to the 1 minute. There we go. And the stop to break even on this play here theoretically should be at 69.05. But I don't know if I'll move it to the break even there. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm trying to make a decision. But if this thing pops up in here and then pops back out the bottom side, I'm not going to take it, but like that would be it technically would be an entry. I don't think I'm going to take it though. I like the upside targets a little better here. See, like technically that's a short entry. Technically on a mechanical trade that I take there with 120 tick take profit. So it'd be like your take profit would be like 72. But I don't like it right now. Do I know if Lucid is split payouts or is 100% in your pocket? I think it's 100% like to begin with, and then it goes to split. So let's go, Tech T. Nice job. If it accepts 900, you'll play. Let's go. Looks like it has. Someone tell me why TradingView only has tick charts on the ultimate professional plans. That doesn't make any sense, design. That makes no sense. I have no idea, though. No idea. Now, I'm going to be a little annoyed with myself if the short does bang here and I miss it. But all right, so the short stop out is 619. So there we go. So I would have been stopped out. All right, I like it. We made a good decision, guys. We made a good decision for once. We made a good decision. We would have been stopped on the short. It's like, why fade myself? I'm long over here. I mean, why would I be short over here, right? No real news today, guys. No real news. I looked it up. No news. No news to speak of. Let's see if ES can pop that 620 level right there where the VWAP is. We should be able to get a nice move higher. Like I said, if I get a 1 minute candle close above 632.50, I'll jump in long over here on the NQ as well. We'll be long on both at that point, if that can happen. Maybe we'll get a possible inside buy too. Still more likely we'll get a drop. Yeah, maybe weeks. You never know. You never know, right? Now, I don't like the speed at which we're kind of in this 15-minute gap right here. I don't like the speed at which we're, the lack of speed that we're coming out the top here. So I'm not in love with the lack of speed. So I don't know if we'll take that long or not. We'll see. Oh, what was that? Some sort of news or something. That's crazy. Well, the short, no, I would have been stopped out. I was going to say short would have paid, but no, I would have been stopped out. Yeah, Manny Matt, as long as you got it, that's all that matters, man. I just saw it. I just saw your post. Let's go. I've had a tough week getting mine as well. Yeah, I wanted speed, but the other way. No, I'm not stopped. It didn't hit my stop yet. I'm not going to panic out. I mean, I got it. I got everything where it needs to be. If it stops me, it stops me. So that was an insane wick down. Insanity on the wick down there. It was just giving you a chance to get into the long over here if you're not in. Just to stop you out, you know? That's all it was doing. We might get stopped. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. That had to be some sort of news. Found a glitch on Apex evals. You can do double contracts. Yeah, Roa, that's pretty well known, but definitely don't do that on no funded accounts on any prop. EQ like Trader's money. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want it to test 89. It's down there where my stop is, but it might. A higher low here would be fine. I mean, I'd be okay with a higher low, but I could maybe move my stop to 84. 84 kind of is the bull bear line. I could give it a little more room, but you know, I don't want to dig myself too big of a hole. Oh, 89 and a recover of 96. Yeah, that must be something new. Did he just tweet that or something? Well, that's what I got there. Test and recover. Yeah, he did say that in the newsletter. I still consider that a test, the first one, even though we didn't come quite to it. Still consider it a test. They tell you there's no news, but there is always, yeah, that we're not privy to. Yeah, true. I don't know what that was. That was interesting, though. Very interesting. Yeah, they might Takamura. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. That's all we can do. I'm going to move this one back to the 2 minute, though, so I don't get confused. But you know me, I can get confused pretty easy. You were in profit and then you wasn't? Me too. Me too. 105 orders keep getting moved around above. Dirty manipulation. That dirty manipulation. Oh, there's an inside bar here short. How big is the stop on that, though? I mean, it's 70-point stop. I mean, 70-point stop. I don't want to fade myself, but I do think it could go down. On the 5-minute inside buy. My bad, that's actually not an inside bar. I'm looking at that wrong. I need to turn that indicator back on so it does it for me. There we go. Now we got the indicator on there. 50 minutes or so is set. Some Hungarian trader manipulated the market with a micro. Exactly. That's been the pattern lately. Major dip, the V shape. Yes. Weeks. I got the indicator installed, but I'm not. For whatever reason, my data is not real-time data, and I haven't messaged them to get that figured out. I was just talking to Husk about that yesterday. I was like, I need to get that data fixed so I can start looking at my other stuff. It's my fault, I'm sure. Whatever it is. Something tells me we're going to take out the lows. Yeah, you're not wrong, design. Pretty much it probably could. It's definitely my fault, yeah, for sure. I know it is. That's why I say I don't even pretend. I just say, yeah, it's probably my fault. It's probably on me. Yeah, it's not really moving except for that one blast that we had lower there. All right, so we swept that low. Let's see how price reacts to this area now. Now that's a direct test of 89 there. So we're going to rerun that 96, or if price just wants to push lower, we're going to find out. We going to find out. Down into the 500 level here. Let me see. Do I want to take a little stab off the 500 level? I think I might. Let's go with like 40 tick stop. 40 tick take profit. This is an eval trade, yes, Manny Matt. Evaluation. Miss your loan by 1 point. Let's go. Code MM is the best. It is, Punisher. It is. It's the best code. All right, so here's the deal, guys. If we recover 96, I'm going to double my size. I'm going to go in with 6 micros. We're going to go in with 6 micros if we recover 96. We'll see what happens. Can we do a 50K tick direct account? Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, looks like we might get stopped on this. Let's see here. But we'll take the next level down if we gotta. Oh, there's the dang 500. I missed it. I wasn't paying no attention, dude. I completely forgot. I was going to go for the 500 bounce. Ah, darn it, I forgot. I completely forgot right there. And it paid handsomely. 68.84 point of control. It's kind of right there where my stop is. I could still use the 32.25 if I wanted to on NQ as like a failed breakdown level as well. I mean, like, you know, it is a thing on NQ as well, but it probably doesn't work as well, but it's a thing. Bottom of the 15-minute range here. If I was in your position looking at the charts, how the market is behaving, I would do no shirt stream without trimming that golden brown chest hair. Oh, Asia highs at the 84. I think my chest hair is more of a black color. I'll let you be the judge, though, when I take my shirt off. 480 is your area of interest for a long, but don't follow you. Come on, design. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right, I'm going to take a stab here. Boom. Boom. Take a stab here. A stabby poo. A little stabby poo. On the nasty girl. I mean the friendly girl. The friendly girl. There we go. Friendly girl to the rescue. Short here? No. No room. Oh. Smokey Bear still didn't get you? Now we could have a 2-minute short setup potentially here. Let's see if if we get it, we'll take it. But if we don't get it, we won't take it. He was distracted and missed the orb, yeah. Buzz Lightyear stop. We'll see. I mean, you could get a short setup here. You theoretically could. If, you know, kind of your 2-minute setup short, potentially. You never know. I mean, the short setup would kind of play into the fact, or, you know, the idea that the ES doesn't get back above 96 as well. Which is not a good sign for this trade here, but this is an eval, so we're not saying we don't care about it, we do, but like it's not the end of the world, right? You can only smile or cry, that's right. Ye old V-shape potentially here. Ye old V-shape. So here we come. So what would be the stop on this? I mean, it's a pretty big stop. 35 to 40 points potentially here. You'd have to, okay. You'd have to get this candle to kind of be a little bit of a smaller candle. It'd have to test the 580, 570, I mean. And then kind of be a smaller candle in here to reduce your risk. Now, I would take that on my funded account if it does trigger. All bearish gaps are 100% filled. If market is alive, unlike bull gaps, which only fill 50% of the time. Yeah. Close the copier. Let's go. Nothing wrong with that. Well, we're going to find out here, right? I mean, here's an opportunity short. And so, like, if it stays here, I don't mind the risk on it. It's about 21 points, 22 points. And your entry would be down here at the 550, which, man, I'm not in love with. Wouldn't be in love with it. This candle would have to close in here. So let me see here. If I'm going to take this if it triggers, I'm going to take it. All right, I got my order out there. I'm tagged in. Looking for 20 points here. Probably going to go stop to break even at 540. Stop to break even. Up 10 points on it, so it stops me out. It stops me out. It's all right. I try to give it a chance there. I mean, I think it still might go, but if it can't break 540, that's of concern to me. So it looks like it probably was a good close. Don't figure. Yeah, it likes the range. It likes the range. So using common sense there, I mean, I was up 10 points. I'm not going to let it hit the, I could have just taken 10 points, but I was looking for a little more than that. I wanted $40 there if we could get it. Could have just taken my 20. You're in again. Let's go, room. May see another low. If not, we start an descending ranging channel. It still didn't stop out yet. I mean, I guess, you know what? I mean, theoretically, could get back in if it pushes back down there again. I could. It looks like it's going to pay. Maybe. Top of the hour here in just like a minute. After some big moves on the ES, I'd expect this correct shop around a bit today. Yeah. All right, I'm going to get back in here if this triggers again. I'm back in short, guys. We're either going to get a top of the hour surge down or surge up. We'll see. Eight seconds. Let's push down and make a wick on the bottom. Same kind of idea here. If it hits this wick down here at 38.75, I'm going to go break even. Kind of breaking the rules here by touching the stop early. You know the rules against that. All right, stops in. God dang it. You piece of crap. Haven't had those copier issues in a minute, but we got it today. All right, I'm out. What? What the fuck? Am I out? What did it do there? Holy cow. All right, I got stopped out there on the... the ES, but that's okay. You took it with me? Let's go, Treff. Yeah, that's a nice little funded trade there. I mean, again, the ES trade, you know, theoretically you should take it off when it kind of pushed back down to the 89 area. I gave it an extra level. I didn't have to, but I'm okay with that. But this is your nice 2-minute setup. I would take this every time. I would take this setup every time. You can call it the nutty setup. That's what I call it. That's where I kind of, you know, nutty didn't invent it, but obviously this is how he's trading it. And I quite like it. I quite like it. So that's why I implemented it a little bit into my strategy as well. So let me show you what we got. $80. This officially puts us back in the green for the week. We're now green about $40, $49, $50, something like that. These accounts are green 326, 330, and 331. Just started these on Monday. But yeah, and then you can see obviously the Buell and Ox accounts are up about 170 something a piece. Yeah, but back to green on the week. Let's go. Found a spot. We took it. I like the fact that it didn't stop out the second time, so I felt comfortable jumping back in. So you lost $43. Oh, if you were short, how'd you lose? Or was you long? It's short at the top of the descending channel, right at the bottom of the channel. Sweet range trade. Nice. Elevator down. Yeah, she's definitely going down. I do pay attention to that, right? It is a thing, right? Like if you're looking for price to go up, like how hard does it take it to go up? How much effort does it take it to go up versus how much effort does it take it to go down? Well, right now, it's way more effort to go up, you know, than it is to go down. I mean, the down candles, just nice fuller bodies, you know. You can find a way to lose in any market. Let's go. Me too. The nutty strat, John, is pretty simple. So you go to the 2-minute time frame. You put your 21 EMA on here. This is the things that he looks for that I have kind of started looking for as well. So you want to see the market make a new high or a new low. You don't start looking for the entry until a new high or low is made. So here, we made a new low, right? We swept this low. So now all you're looking for is a retrace back into the 21 EMA. You want it to wick it, close back below it, and then you look to the candle to the left. So this candle wicked it, but if I want a better entry, would I rather enter here, which is the actual entry, or would I rather take this higher entry off? This is a little higher risk, but it's better risk to reward using this candle for your entry. So I use this candle for my entry. You can see it almost stopped out. Stop goes above the high of the wick, the high of this wick here. You target the low for your first target, and then whatever an obvious downside target beyond that. Now, obviously, I'm not holding for those larger targets. It's just not how I trade. So I'm taking 10, 20 points at a time off that setup. And in this particular scenario, the stop was only about 20 points. So 22 points. So basically a 1R trade for me there. I don't know the win percentage on it. It's kind of like a feel trade. Like I feel like this was going to work. So, and you can see it's still paying. Like this would probably be your next target if you were taking it. But, and you know, he's got a few little different ways that he does. Like if you look at the 2 losses that he took yesterday, he did not wait for a higher high or a lower low. So he took a more aggressive entry middle of the range. And they both lost. I'm not taking those middle of the range ones. I'm only taking it when it sweeps the high or the low, and only if there's an interest above or below that's still available, right? If there's no interest below, then why would you want to short? But we still have previous day low. We have a couple of things down below that says, hey, we could still go down there and grab some liquidity if we wanted to. What up, Joshua? If you draw 2 trend lines and look at our entry, you'll see we're at the top of a descending channel, so the short top of the range makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. For sure. Makes sense. Next key pivot, the Asia 68.84 is 68.77. Yeah, Mancini also said 38, so we're approaching 77. So test of 77 and a recovery of 84 is your next long trigger for Mancini. So test 77 and recover 84. We'll take it if it triggers. Just notice the 5-minute inside bar too that paid. It was also kind of an inside bar setup there, right? Entry on the inside bar would have been 540, 539. 30-ish points. Where were we short at? No, we were short up here, like 550. The inside bar did pay. There's your 480. Yeah. What are you scared about, Marcin? Pulling back here nicely. There's 455 coming up on deck here. This is exactly why I don't marry a bias, though. I don't marry a bias. And this trade up here actually is kind of interesting. I really could have re-entered the short here because we did stop out if I had just, because it would have wicked me in and then stopped me out. There's some merit to maybe waiting for a close back outside, or either waiting for a test of the middle point and then taking the entry. I don't know. I'm still looking at different ways on that 15-minute range. I'm going to test a few things maybe over the weekend and see if maybe waiting for a middle of the range retest makes more sense. Because middle of the range retest, I mean, like, you're looking at a 150-point winner so far, assuming you held it. He has losing the 77 here, and the next level down 60, 68. 57 and then 47. 38 is kind of Mancini's A++ setup. So if we're looking at Mancini's levels, this is his A++ setup, 38. If we don't get a failed breakdown of the 38 level, then the sweep and recover of the low at 68.15 would be the next. But these two are the absolute best setups for him, per the newsletter. But we may or may not get it quite a ways from there now, about 30 points. So theoretically here, the next point needs to be 47. Yeah, nice movement today, Tris. Yeah, 68 is next level, followed by 57, 40, 47, and then 38. I don't know if we get there. This is previous day low here, 382. And then the previous day before that, 322. Still got an area of interest down there at 193. Let me check the 4-hour. I wonder if we inversed the 4-hour to the downside. We just crossed over 10 a.m. a few minutes ago. Let me see this thing here. I know we were kind of close. I mean, those relative equal lows down there on the 4-hour at 382 and 322 look quite interesting. And that wick down there at 193 is obvious. I think theoretically we could still keep looking for shorts. We'll see. We'll see. Ran into the 460. Indeed. Should call housekeeping. The bed has been shet. Yeah, Takamura, that's a really good point. So here, I mean, you do have a failed breakdown of the 77 level. Mancini says test and recover 84 to squeeze. But could you take the long on the recovery of 77? I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. I'm watching here. Getting a little twitchiness here. The semis are down hard, yeah. I'm just thinking you could grab a few points long here, potentially. You probably could. We'll see what Mancini said. Did he just tweet? He did. A few minutes ago. 84 fails, dipped to 77.68. That's all he said. So no recovery there. Stab short here for 10 points, actually. I'm going to try to make this a little different here. If we can go... We'll take the majority off at 10 here if we get it. 39 would be a buy. And then we'll go stop to break even there. I don't think ES is going to recover 77. That's kind of what I'm banking on here. It's not really looking... I mean, if it does, then I'll get out. But I'm banking on it does not recover 77 and we just push back down. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And... well... almost down. AVGO down 10%. RSI scrapping the bottom 30. Yeah, 35 down there, huh? I mean, if ES gets back above 77, I'm going to kill this. That's kind of my line in the sand. New 15-minute candle here in about a minute. Again, I'm going to go for a little bit of a runner here, just with one micro, if we can hit our target. This was a pivot point there at 42, but it kind of just blasted through it earlier, so I didn't really think it would have any issue getting back through it this time, but it's kind of fighting it. Stops in. See if we can't target the 382 on this push down if we can get it. Bears want it. Seems that way. Yeah, Takamura, I'm shorting a discount, but I do think it made sense, right? We're holding below a key level, 77. We've tested it from the bottom side. We've kind of shown that we weren't going to get above it, at least on that first test. So I thought it was okay to go for a scalp there. Normally I might have looked for a long there, but we didn't get above 77. We get above a 77 there, I probably look long. But without us getting above there, I just didn't. So that puts us down $82 on this eval on the day. So if we can hit this runner here, we probably get back to break even. That's all right. Even if we get stopped out, it's okay. We get below that low there. We might bounce in this area here because ES is at that 88. But I think it can get through there. ES pops 68. We probably run pretty quickly down into the 400 level. Like I said, I'm not shocked by a bounce here. Now, here's the thing. We do have an SMT at the lows right here for now. 70 at 405 and 400. Let's go. Do have a little SMT here at the lows. ES ran the low. Nasdaq did not. If this candle can close below the body of this candle, I'm going to move my stop back up to 455, risk a few points, and look for that 382 level. We'll put in a little 2-minute order block here, potentially. So see if ES loses the 68 here, we get a nice little flush. $101 at 496. Ugh. Come on, let's get a favorable close here. Close heavy. SMT still in place here at the lows. I want to close below 429 here. That's the thing. That's the thought process. Close below 429. I'm going to move my stop back up slightly and look for a lower target. Yeah, see, no close there. It's a dirty close. Probably just going to get stopped. Yeah. Like you could tell by the way that candle was, like the way it refused to close below there, that we're probably going to get stopped. Now we might get back above 77. We get above 77. We could squeeze here. Could push back up into the 500 level. You never know. My runner is 5 contracts? What? My stop or my runner? Was it 5? Was I somehow in more contracts than I thought? I don't know. Or do you mean down here? Yeah, it probably was down there. I probably had it on the wrong. That's probably why it didn't let me OCO the order, huh? It would have just put me in a long john, and then I would have been like, yes! How did that happen? I mean, I could jump back in here if we close below 430, 429. You could. So down $82. Make you holla. Let's do it this way. It'll make it easier. I'm going to look at it like this. I'm going to go 6 micros if we close below here. So I'm going to go 6 micros short if we put in a 2-minute OB. And we'll just take 4 off at 20, no 10. And then the other ones we'll let ride. The other 2. Still no close here though. Inside bar there again, but I don't pay attention to anything other than the first one. Oh! Ugh. Woo! Still not doing it there, guys. Could be a spot where you could stab long. I mean, you do have the SMT stop the low. You could stab long here with the idea that the low's in on this leg, but I don't know. It is risky. It is possible. Tricky spot here. Kind of low to be shorting, but also, you know, trying to pick a bottoms can get dangerous. Can get dangeroso. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with 2. No, it already hit my target. I was going to move it down. So I'm going to have to wait for a retest here. Should get a little bounce back up in a retest. Should. There's the 400. 30 plus green on funded. It's an 1800 and 1200 on 2 Apex evals. Blue 2, no worries. Let's go. Yesterday's low 382. It could just run right through there. I don't know. I'm going to look for a little bounce here. I need a bounce back into like 410, 415, 420. So what I'll do, just in case it goes down first, I'm just going to go ahead and jump in here with some. I'm going to add in, stop's going to be up here at 455. So a bit of a wider stop. But that's kind of the idea. Maybe the retest of 430s where I'll kind of add in at. If we get it. I might normally have taken a long in this area, but, you know. Test a 400, nice bounce. Kind of taking a little starter there, just in case she just vomits down there, just death candles down there. 120 at 383. That's kind of where I'm targeting. Higher risk trade here, let's be honest. 6864 is what you're looking for. I could see it. If it does push down here, I think 90 is probably going to be my spot where I'm going to put in the stop. So like somewhere right in here. I want to see it push through 90. All right, this next shove down into 90, I'm going to put the stop in. There we go. Stops in. Booyaka. Let's go. I would have liked to have been in 6 there, but because we never got the retest of 30, I was trying to be very picky on my ad. Because, like, if you're going bigger size, right, you need to be picky. Closing gaps from December 1st. All right, that put us back in the green. $53. Make you holla. Let's go. 68.55. Yeah, it's on the approach. Guys, I'm telling you, like, I think we're going all the way down maybe to 38 on the ES potentially. I don't know where that puts us on the NQ, probably at least down to the 320s. But I think we might go down to 38 on the ES. 47 at least, we'll say. Thank you, D. Hayes. 47 at least. $255 next major level. Yeah, I don't even have that marked out. But it could be. I mean, ES is just kind of knifing through every level. Now we just need to be patient, wait for our next opportunity, play it by ear, see what happens. Oh man, nice day so far though. The market's kind of doing what you expect it to do. I know we lost the one trade on ES, but I mean, to be honest with you, I probably could have scaled out on that ES trade. We got in on the recovery of 96. It did run up. I mean, it ran up almost 7 points. You know, it's one of those trades where I could have taken that off in just a one-level loss. But, you know, it's all right. It could have just went. Right? If it just went, it's a good trade. 337. I don't know what's up with 337. I got 322 marked out. Let's see here. We're at that 50 level here. Just knifing through it, guys. I mean, don't try to catch the bottom. There's no point in it until we reclaim. Until we reclaim like a, until we reclaim a key level. Let's just wait. Really kind of too low to short here as well. Now, the only other kind of short you could take, maybe initial balance sets here in 2 minutes. You could maybe look for an IB short if you really believe in the lower move. But I'm just going to wait. I'm going to watch the ES. We reclaim a key level. We're going to look for a long. Taking it to 255. I mean, for sure, potentially. Well, what do you see at 255? Let me go look. I mean, let's start at the 15 minute. Let me see what we got at 255. I mean, I don't really see anything 255 area. I mean, I see this wick here at 265. I don't really see anything on the 15 minute. I mean, I don't see anything of interest to me, but, you know, you could be right. Close short's probably too early. Hey, listen, you took money. It's never too early. You never, what is the saying? You can't scold yourself for taking profits, right? Closing in the green, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. Now, you might have a long setup here. ES just touched 47. If we get a little V shape back up and we recover 57 here, we will take a long. We will take a long. Mexico put a 50% tariff on China. Dang. 68.38 is the Asia low. Exactly. Ugh. All right, getting a bounce over here on the ES. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to pay attention here. Never mind. It was a short-lived bounce. Iron Maiden announced his new tour and it's coming to your country. Nice. 250 points with 2 micros. That's amazing, Alexi. Copy trader just doubled a trade. Oh, dang. That's no bueno. I had a problem with a copy trader this morning. I don't know if you guys saw. When I tried to move my stop, it turned orange. And so it won't let you move it once it turns orange. So it's a little annoying. Luckily for me, it just whoop right to my target. But I hate it when it does that. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. All right. We're going to risk 250 on this trade, I think. 250. I'm going to go 5 micros with about a 10-point stop. If we get it. You had orange earlier. Orange orders earlier. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Here, Iron Maiden, they've been around for a while. Not necessarily my kind of music, but I know who they are. One of my favorite YouTubers loves Iron Maiden. He's a huge Iron Maiden fan. Trooper, if you know who the Trooper is. All right, I'm going to go 2 here because it's not really an acceptance of this level yet. So I'm not going to go full size just yet. I'll go full size once we get an acceptance of this level. So I'm just kind of going small size just to get a starter. Just in case it goes. Again, this is a Mancini level from the newsletter. We're going to take it level to level here. There's the acceptance of the level. That's not necessarily the reaction we're looking for there. Okay, I'm adding in full size there. I'll take 3 off there. So risking about 10 points here. We'll take 3 off at the first level at 68, and then we're going to try to get 2 little runners going. Shorts paying more than longs? Yeah, for sure. For sure. But we're not looking for a full-on reversal here. I mean, if we get it, we get it. We're just looking for an opportunity to take a level-to-level trade and see what happens. If we get stopped, we get stopped. No big deal. Let's be patient with it. We get above 61 here, I think we can see a little bit of a squeeze. Nasdaq gets above the 60s here. We can squeeze here. Let's see. Got room up to the 400s. There we go. I'm taking 2 off right here. Kind of reduce risk a little bit. Lock in a little profit on it. No longs unless we get back to 400. We're going to get close to there. DA, we should. 101 at 491. Now, I'm not going to take target on the last. I'm not going to have a target on the last runner. So what I'm saying is at 77, I'm going to move my stop to break even, and I'm not going to have a target. The target will be 4 p.m. Might hold it all day. What kind of monarchy is this? I don't know. It just is what it is. Design, it is what it is. Because at some point today, we're going to get a really big squeeze. We just don't know when. Is it right now? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not even listening to any music over here, guys. I'm over here just dead silence. What am I doing? I gotta be listening to some music. No! What's my risk here? 550. We're risking what? 150? Retest the 57. Need to hold. Yeah, don't bear flag, exactly. Hold! Hold, please. Huddle.
Up is down, and the silence is sound.
Guys, what is that? That's your boy. That's your boy. You drive GM. Still. Oh. The R. That's right. I can't help it, back in the 90s, R. Kelly he had some jams. Yeah, it was all quiet, and then all of a sudden, bam! There it is. Well, we're in this trade, guys. We're just waiting. There's nothing to do right now. See how she plays out. Nasdaq's got to get above 360s. I mean, we talked about that a minute ago. We got room to squeeze into the 400s if we just get above there. It's just not able to do it right now. Not able to get above that 9. It rode that 9 the whole way down. What up, Coach Fred? Get copyright strikes and don't even care. They don't do anything for you for playing music. All they do is just like demonetize that video. You don't even get a strike. But I try to stay within the rules. Nutty doesn't care either, right? That's why he plays Ben and Rose. Hammer at the code. You the man. Let's go. All right, guys. We just closed above the 60s. Let's see if we get the squeeze. Can we get the squeeze? I'm trying to get a little more comfortable with trading the ES. It might be something I do a little more of in the future. Don't karaoke. No karaoke. Yeah, I try not to. It's hard for me because I do like this. I do sing a lot. If I'm traveling, if I'm in the car, Methodical Man's over there jamming out, singing every word. Singing every word. I got my microphone a little too close to me here. I can see it like going crazy over there. That's probably a little better. Tom's rich, doesn't need the YouTube money. Yeah. Exactly. This is the next one. $68.70. Let's go. Now, depending upon how Nasdaq reacts to this 21 EMA, will determine whether I move my stop to break even here or not. A close above 68.68 here would be ideal. And Nasdaq get into like that 420 range. Blaze it, 420. Friday volume, meh. Yeah. So you can see the first Mancini level failed. The second one's paying. Short the bottom again? No, design. Tell me you didn't. Come on. Come on, design. Come on. No. Well, it might not be the bottom, though. We don't know, design. We don't know. We don't know. That sucks, though, man. We've all been there. Look at that reaction. Wow. This next shove higher, get us through there. I really want the Nasdaq to hold that 360 level because that's the area where it took a while to get through, right? Little resistance turned into support there. If not, what I might do is reduce. So go break even on one because we got two left, and we'll leave the runner at a level to level stop and risk it. Yeah, design. If we get up a 415, 420 here, that could be, we could be off to the races here. Maybe back to the 500s. Maybe. But it really depends on how it reacts into this level. This is kind of the key zone, right? It's the key zone where we could turn back down and we could just squeeze. Those are we got multiple options. Multiple options. Unfortunately, the one I'm leaning towards doesn't really align with your position, unfortunately, since I am long. All right, coming up on that 70 level there for Treff. Came back to your entry, you didn't get out. Well, the design, what happened yesterday? That's why you didn't get out. That memory from yesterday of getting out break even and then it running another, couple hundred points, right? So you can't really blame yourself for that. Can't really blame yourself there for that. Good news for you is we break the 360s. This thing's going to move back to the lows fast. Fast. And I know that. So this thing is about to this is about to have a short setup on the 2 minute here, guys. If you're somebody who's watching the short setup on the 2 minute, now I'm not taking this because I'm long. But your entry's there. Your stop's there. Your target's the low. So that's what you're looking for if you're watching the 2 minute short setup. I'm already long, so I'm not taking it. But this would be kind of like, God dang it. I wish there was a way that I can make this stay on top, but I can't. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. If that triggers, then that tells you I'm probably going to lose this trade. At least the runners. You're long to the heavens, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, that's where the 2 minute entry is. I'm not taking it, which means it's gonna bang, but You could actually get in right here at 77 if you want to be more aggressive. 77 would have been a reduced R there. So you're tagged in on the short. Stop goes here. Targets the low. I'm telling you, if this thing loses the 60, our longs are in trouble. Our longs will be in trouble. And the reason I know this is because this is just trendline liquidity. We literally just grind up, generate a bunch of liquidity, and then we come to the top of the hour or a macro, and then it just runs back through it just super fast. About to get stopped out here. I'll be down to the runner. We can't lose here. Yeah, it's definitely a questionable bear flag. Yeah, design. Now design, it's going to go to the lows now. Watch it. Oh. Look at this thing. It's going to go to the lows. You look at the 5 minute, pretty clear bear flag, right? Still hasn't closed yet. But pretty clear looking bear flag on the 5. Venus. So from a level to level perspective, this trade won. And that's what Mancini he preaches, taking profit level to level. Take 80% off level to level and then ride runners. So that's what we're doing here. We're risking $50 on this stop here. And we're up 155. So we'll still be up 100 even if this comes down. We know what's going to go through the lows possibly. Yeah, you took profit at the first ray candle. That's good clarity. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You got 2 minutes on this 5 minute candle. I mean, I'd be shocked if it doesn't take the lows. Now, my stop on the ES might be okay. Maybe the ES puts in an SMT here at the lows. Maybe Nasdaq takes the low and ES doesn't. I don't know. I'm willing to risk it. Maybe it sweeps the low. If it sweeps the low, then I think we're going to take out that 38, kind of the Asia low down there. And then we'll look for that. Look for another long down there if we get it. 25,396 up, 341 low. Now, you know me, I would have already scaled out of this probably. I think it went 25 points already. Yeah, right at 25. You lose the 340 here, that thing's it's just going back to the 300 fairly quickly. Hold the 340s. I mean, we got a little shot there maybe if it holds it, but I don't think it's going to. What is this song? I gotta turn in that shit. But yeah, don't let the fact that you got out break even there design get you down. I mean, I know yesterday you were like, God dang it, I would have been up $2,000. So, yeah, no problem, Coach Fred. I mean, you could just see it. That's the level that we fought to get back through to go to the upside. So clearly, if we lose that level again, it's not a good sign. And again, guys, even though I'm stopping out for -50 here, potentially, We already made 10 points on the way up on 3 micros, so we made 150, and then we stopped out break even on the 4th, and we'll lose 10 on the 5th. So it's still a profitable trade. Missed the short, Clarity. I'm telling you, that 2-minute short was there. The only reason I don't want to take it is because I'm already long over here, number one. And number two, it's kind of the third setup in the leg, right? We took the first one on our fundeds. We took the second one on our eval. This is the third 2-minute setup in this leg. So, like, do I really want to be taking the third setup, right? Actually, it's only the second setup now that I look at it. Maybe I should have taken that. Yes, that was the first that we took on our funded. Look how huge that paid, and we took 20 points, and that paid 261 points. Actually, I might have taken that if I'd realized. I thought that was the third setup, not the second. I didn't realize that was the second setup. It's all right. It's all right. $25,288. Yeah, I don't have anything until like the 180s, 190s. So about to get stopped here on this runner, potentially. I'll look for another entry down here at the 68.38 level. I'm not just going to buy the 38 level. We're going to need, we'll need something along these lines. And again, we'll take it level to level, right? Holding the higher low scenario so far. I was hoping that we get an SMT with the ES not sweeping the low, but it looks like the SMT might come with the Nasdaq not sweeping the low. ES much closer to the low here. Morning, Danielle. Finding a bit of a flat bottom here. Potentially. And stop down on the runner. That's all right. Sweeping the 38. And again, we're going to take it again, guys. Level to level, 5 micros. Same idea. This thing is just knifing lower here. Knifing lower. Man, I wish I had noticed that was only the second. I swore that was the third setup. I don't know why. I thought that was the third one. I think because I entered 3 shorts, but that third short was not off the 2-minute. I think that was off that 2-minute OB. Now you'd be up $3 billion. Hey, I tried to give you drop a little hint there for you, design. I mean, we had a bear flag there. It was pretty clear. But, that stuff doesn't always work out. At least you got out with your life, right? 193 for me, Sammy. Nasdaq much weaker pair here. I don't have anything marked out lower than this, so I'll have to revisit the higher time frame charts if we continue to knife. Here's the P&L, guys. We're only about $670 away from passing this thing. Previous week low is at 205. Got you. Now, guys, what I'm looking for here, we reclaim this 38. I'm going 5 micros again. 5 micros. Stop will be at the 25 or below the low. And we're going to look for that first level to take off 3 micros. Little widening descending range, yeah. That's a 100-point candle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, volatility's here. 42-point ATR on the 2-minute here. Top of the hour here. Again, we need this candle to close above the 38 for me to take this trade. That candle's not going to do it. See how the next one opens. Now, since this one did test and pull back, theoretically, if it pushes straight through there, I'm going to go ahead and take it with 3 micros, not 5. I'm not going to go full size, but I'm going to go 3 for the break of 38. It's the data centers again. Whatever will we do? You see how it rejects. It's okay for a pullback here. That next shove above is when you take it. All right. I mean, I got in a little early there. We'll see. And I'm going to sell 2 at this level. Let's go ahead and throw the stop in. Like I said, I may be a little early to this. Yeah, I think I got in before it even got above there. If I zoom in, look, it just hit it to the T. It didn't even get above it. A little bit of mismanagement on me. Let's see if it can squeeze back above there to make this trade valid for me. Not showing enough patience there. Oh, Oracle servers are down? Interesting. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, guys. I'm going to move this stop down here, and I'm going to add at these levels. So, I'm going to have to end the stream there, guys. I'll be over on My Funded Futures TV at 11:30 if you guys want to join me over there. Let me just go over my P&Ls with you right quick. These are the funded accounts, up about $80 each, $175 on these 3, and might be red if this trade fails on the eval, but that's okay. But I'll see you guys over there on My Funded Futures TV. I do think I'll be back maybe for a little afternoon stream today. We'll see, potentially. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time. If you guys want to help support the channel, remember, 90% off Apex, use code MYTH. 91% off Bulanox, use code MM. Every other sell, use code MM. Appreciate you guys watching. See you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and